Hey, here's Cap here with a Marvel Games video, and it's a little bit different than what we usually do, not just covering Marvel's Avengers, but I want to talk about everything Marvel Games related that we know that's coming this year, in the future, and what to look forward to, as well as some rumors towards the end of the video. So, if you go and enjoy the video, be sure to smash the thumbs up and hit the subscribe as we swing on into it. Starting off, let's start with two games that are currently out and currently being played by people, Marvel's Midnight Suns and Marvel Snap. Now with Marvel's Midnight Suns, we got to see their first looks at the DLC with Deadpool joining the team. Now Deadpool brought with him his own unique hero, his ability cards, but we also got to get a little bit of a story out of him. A few missions that were specific to him, progressed the story, talked about... I won't really talk about what it talked about in case you haven't played it yet, but definitely check it out. It's hilarious. They did Deadpool so well, and I'm very excited to see what they bring into the game with Storm, Morbius, and Venom that are still coming in this season pass. And with the season pass, you think, well, obviously there's more than just one season in a year, so hopefully we're getting more than just this one season in the game, and it can increase our already pretty giant-sized roster of Marvel's Midnight Suns. Now with Marvel's Snap, they get new seasons every single month since we're on the subject of seasons, and it gives us more and more of what we want to look for, whether it's faster gameplay, more heroic cards to play, more locations that really kind of can change the way you play the game and change the decks that you build. Now with Marvel Snap, they also starting today, the 31st of January, are adding battle mode into the game. Now with battle mode, you and your friends are now able to battle each other, share a code, go into a room, and you go into a battle where each of you have 10 cosmic cubes, and you can risk them just like you would in a normal game. You snap, you double the cosmic cubes. However, once you run out of cosmic cubes, you are the loser, and your friend ultimately has the better deck. Now, you'll play multiple games, and it will be a fun way to, once you see your friend's deck the first time, it might get you ready for what to expect the next couple of games. Or you can surprise your friends and show them how many ways your deck can win. Now, a couple games coming out this year related to Marvel games. First, we've got the highly anticipated Spider-Man 2. Now, people are freaking out about Spider-Man 2. Insomniac has done amazing work with both Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, both games being absolutely phenomenal. So I'm very excited to see what Spider-Man 2 has in store, as Peter and Miles are both spotlighted in this game. We've been teased with Kraven, and we've ultimately been teased with Venom, and that is set to release fall of this year. Now, also coming out this year, a game that may have people forgotten about, or they're just not on their radar yet, World of Heroes. Now, this game is a Marvel Games made by Niantic, who you know Niantic for Pokemon Go, and of course a couple of their other games, but Pokemon Go being their ultimate success story. Eventually just think of Marvel, but with Pokemon Go. So it'll be interesting to see you're set to go around and save the city and stop crimes and work with heroes such as Captain America, Iron Man, whoever you want to work with, possibly. We'll see when the game drops. But it'll be interesting to see what this mobile game has to offer, as it looks like it's Pokemon Go with Marvel. Hopefully it's not just copy and paste of Pokemon Go, but it has unique twists and turns along the way. I have high hopes for this. It looks really good, and I'm very excited to be able to just pull up on my phone and be a hero in real life and stop some crime on my phone, of course, not in real life. Unfortunately, not a vigilante. But that is set to release sometime this year. Now let's talk about the games that we've been teased with, whether it's trailers, posters, or just simple announcements. Let's start with the trailers. Black Panther and Captain America game. We don't have a title for this, but Skydance New Media and Amy Hennig, who is the creative writer and director for the Uncharted series, are teaming up for this one. And I can't tell you how excited I am to have Captain America and Black Panther in a game that's more narrative story based. Now it's set to be taking place in World War II, so T'Challa is not yet the Black Panther. It is in fact Azuri, the current Black Panther and grandfather to T'Challa. You get Steve Rogers, Captain America, and of course a couple of other heroes joining in the fray of this narrative story that they're set to take place. One being Gabriel Jones, a U.S. soldier and member of the Howling Commandos, who was Captain America's squad during World War II, and Nanali, the leader of the Wakandan Spy Network. It'll be interesting to see what story is told, a unique story that showcases World War II, but also we know that Cap was around, but Black Panther, what is his involvement in this war and in this story? I'm very excited to see how the team ups work, going back and forth between the heroes, just the overall action adventure aspect of the game that it's going to obviously excel with Skydance New Media and Amy Hennig at the helm of it. Now, another trailer that we got is Wolverine. We don't know much about this, but it's being made by Insomniac. I mean, we're in good hands. That's all we need right there. Insomniac developing a game. I'm all for it. And we probably won't get more news on this until after Spider-Man 2 drops and some of the DLCs are out for. I'm assuming Spider-Man 2 has DLC. Don't quote me on that one. That was a complete just me shooting out there. But we're thinking that 2025 could be the earliest that we're looking at getting our hands on this game if Spider-Man doesn't drop until fall of this year. Although there's always hope that it drops next year and we can play as Wolverine a little bit sooner. Now, we only have the trailer to go off and the bar scene. It could be Deadpool's go-to watering hole, but it also could be Wolverine's own bar in Madripoor, the Princess Bar. So it'll be interesting to see what stories told, how his abilities will work in the game. Now, the next game that's in early development, we only have a little picture of, is Iron Man from Motive. Now, EA signed a huge deal with Marvel Games. They're set to release like 4 games with them, but I'm very excited to see this being the first one. Iron Man, it's set to be an all-new single-player, third-person action adventure. That's what they're shooting it, and that's what they are promoting it as. So it'll be interesting to see and feel how Iron Man flies around. Now, we've had a couple Iron Man games in the past. The Iron Man from the movie that was turned into a game was pretty good. It wasn't terrible. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I haven't played the VR one. I've never had a VR set, and VR has not really been always my thing, but let me know in the comments below if you played the VR. Was it good? Did you like it? Did you feel like you were the invincible Iron Man? But hopefully from all that, they've learned what to do, what not to do, and then we get a really good Iron Man game from Motive. Now, with that being early development, no idea when it will drop, but hopefully 2025, 2026, we could see this game. I'm adding a little bit of cushion so we don't build up our hype or hopes too much and expect this game to drop next year. Although if I'm speaking it into existence, I also need to speak some lottery numbers into existence as well. But those are the games that are confirmed we know are in the development. However, like I said, EA's working on 3 other games, or have a plan to work on 3 other games. So let's talk about the rumors. Now, the first rumor is a single solo Black Panther video game. I'd be super excited to see this, just to see how maybe an open world RPG similar to like Wakanda Forever. You're able to traverse Wakanda, explore and go out, stop crimes, have influences of maybe Namor coming and flooding Wakanda. Let's just go crazy with it. Supposedly it's in super early development. If it is being made, there's no confirmation. This is all complete rumor. However, this one rumor is the one that has the most support around it. Now, other games that are rumored are Fantastic Four, which would be absolutely amazing, a Blade single-player game, which with Blade being in Midnight Suns and he has his own movie coming out, I believe next year. I can't remember. They've pushed the dates back so many times. I just wait until they release trailers or confirmations of when these movies will drop. But Blade could be seen as his own video game, plus vampires. Vampires and video games go together like peanut butter and jelly. Please let it happen. And X-Men, which I would love to see an X-Men game. I don't know how they would do it just right, but X-Men Origins Wolverine, the video game, was actually way better than the movie, so I have high hopes for an X-Men game. Plus, with Avengers shutting down, people wanting an Avengers 2.0 or to show their excitement, there's the petition going around that you can sign, of course. What if you took all the best parts of Avengers, you made a new game, you put it on the correct servers, you put it on the correct engine and everything, but instead, X-Men. I'm talking about the full X-Men cast. You can play as them, start off with like Wolverine, Storm, let's go, Cyclops, and Beast. We'll go with Beast. I don't know, just 4 ones that came to the top of my head. However, I want Gambit really bad. Sinister would be a bit. Magneto. Okay, you get it. There's a large roster here, but imagine an Avengers 2.0, but just X-Men. And as you play and DLC it, of course, you can actually change the villains, Magneto, to become on your side and to help you take down the Sentinels that are taking over the world, or people that want to kill all the mutants. You can have Scarlet Witch and have a whole House of M in a video game. I'm just saying, let me know if you need ideas. EA, I'm here. I can give you ideas. I've got plenty of them. But let me know in the comments below what Marvel games you want to see dropping this year, next year, in the future, as one game may shut down, but there's still a whole lot of story to tell and a whole lot of heroes to play as always, heroes, stay amazing. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.